him. But as I told you, even NGOs can be very, very nasty. They can be very mean. They can say things which are very, very nasty. That's why my advice to the chief minister is to just shut his Facebook account and shut his Twitter account. That gives you a lot. It brings down your blood pressure. It brings down your blood sugar. I'm telling you. The worst thing can be that, because he's also a human being. So to constantly assault him and, keep on abusing him and keep on attributing motive to him by many of the NGOs or by many of the activists is also not right. But the point is that he is the chief minister, whether we like it or not. And he is the one with power to solve the problem. So what he needs to do is he needs to negotiate, whether with NGOs, with people, with others, to get the issues of Goa, the life and death issues of Goa solved. That is the point. You solve them, these NGOs become irrelevant.
Chief Minister's एक स्वभाव असा की he is very sensitive. At the same time, he takes responsibility. He owns responsibility,
and he solves the problems also.
No, my point is, my point is,
but there are lots of important issues which still have not been solved, which have not been addressed.
My point is, तो responsibility घेता आणि तो ते आपली सरकार म्हणता. जेन्ना आपली सरकार म्हणता तेन्ना हे इश्यू जेन्ना घेऊन वतात तेन्ना आपल्याचेर घेता. Whether he should be a statesman, he should be a chief minister, and he should engage with issues and not engage with people. When he engage with people, there is a problem.
And when he engages with these kind of people who are troubling him, the winners are these people. The loser is the chief minister. That is the sad part.
Priority खंयचो इश्यू केन्ना घेवचो ही सीएमची प्रायोरिटी आसा. At present म्हाका दिसता तांच्यांनी सरळ सांगले की मायनिंग हो इश्यू सध्या प्रायोरिटी आसा. तशें आसत जाल्यार आपलो सेकंड इश्यू जो आसा तो म्हणटा तो सेकंडरी आसतलो. ताजे बाबतीत which is the priority he decides it. त्या खातीर स्टेटी खातीर खंयचे विशय प्रायोरिटीचेर आसा ते डिसाइड करता.
Engage, talk softly, don't threaten, don't intimidate. Don't तुका दाखयतलो. तुका
ना
ते जावचे न्ही.
ते
जायना जाल्यार
ना बिलकुल
जाता. तुका जायना.
ना म्हाका जाता अशें कितलेशेच लोक जे आसा हेच सीएमा कडेन वता कोण एनजीओ असो तुका पळयता हेका पळयता हे सीएमान केन्ना म्हणूंक ना. तर तुमचा म्हाका दिसता थोडोसो चुकीचो समज आसतलो ह्या बाबतीत.
Pramod, look, to my mind, in the minds of the people of Goa, till today, even as of this moment, people of Goa believe that Parrikar is still the best bet to try and do something about it.
Yes, of course.
But if Mr. Manohar Parrikar continues to engage in these fights and with these battles with all kinds of imaginary enemies and just keeps going after activists who are just trying to raise issues, go after activists who are blackmailing. Nobody is saying no. Use the full force of law and bang them. There is no problem. Use the common law. But to club the whole activist thing and to think that everybody is out to get him and everybody is out to get his government, that is wrong. That is damaging his reputation and his ability to take decisions properly for the state of Goa.
असा की जेन्ना कायदो करतात तेन्ना हो कायदो एक ह्या दोन मनशां खातीर करतात किंवा ह्या चार एनजीओ खातीर करतात असं काय आसना. कायदो हो सगळ्यां खातीर आसतलो.
बरोबर.
जेन्ना कायदो करतले तेन्ना हो प्रश्न येतलो की बाबा कोण खरो कोण फट, कोणाची कंप्लेन जेन्युइन कोणाची कंप्लेन हे. आतां फाल्यां समजा एक जे सामके रिपिटेटिव्ह लिटिगंट्स म्हळ्यात सगळ्यांक खबर आहा रिपिटेटिव्ह लिटिगंट्स कोणाक म्हणटा तो मुख्यमंत्री. हांवें नांव घेवपाची गरज ना. जे रिपिटेटिव्ह लिटिगंट तांची सगळीच लिटिगेशन्स चुकीची आशिल्ली फ्रिवलस आशिल्ली अशी ना न्ही. देर आर सर्टन लिटिगेशन विच आर जेन्युइन, देर आर सर्टन विच मायट बी फ्रिवलस. How are you going to differentiate that? If you are going to blacklist a person, that same person can do something good also. So for a government to walk that extra mile and convert it into a law, don't you think you are going overboard?
Like as if you are trying to silence your critics rather than actually take care of people who are blackmailing, activists who are blackmailing.
This is going overboard.
That is
म्हाका दिसता कायदो केल्या उपरांत ह्यो बऱ्योचश्यो गजाली ज्यो आसा आमी जेका म्हणटा की देर आर द डिफरंट एनजीओज वर्किंग इन द डिफरंट फिल्ड्स. देर आर सम एनजीओ विच इज वर्किंग एक्चुअली फॉर द सोसायटी फॉर द स्टेट.
काल तुम्ही सांगितलं एड्सा खातीर काम करतात.
15 एनजीओज जे आसा ते फुल्ली एड्सा खातीर काम करता आमी म्हणटा. आतां ना जाल्यार वायस वर्सा मायन्सन एनजीओ आसा जे स्वताक पर्यावरण मध्ये म्हणटा बट थंयसर आसलेल्या पर्यावरणा खातीर कांयच करिना. वायट मायन्स कश्यो बंद पडटल्यो ह्याच विशयाचेर ते काम करता. परत ते म्हाका दिसता आतां हे एनजीओज जे आसा हांची फॉरेन फंडिंग हांकां फंडिंग्स खंयच्यान जाता हे चेक करता.
फॉरेन फंडिंग मेळ्ळ्या.
आमी खंय ना म्हणटा फॉरेन फंडिंग घेतला आमी घेतला म्हणटा ते खंय एनजीओ सांगता.
डोंट ट्राय टू टार्निश. सी
हे सगळे विषय जर एकीकडे येतले आसत जाल्यार तोच कायदो जावपाची गरज आसा.
तुमची
माझे म्हणणे ते आसा.
तुमची डिफिकल्टी कितें, सरकाराची डिफिकल्टी कितें सांगता तुका. एंड वेअर द एनजीओज गो रॉंग. NGOs take just this one issue of either an environment and then bang that issue and just go with that issue. पूण सरकाराक सगळे पळोवचें पडटा. हांव एक उदाहरण दिता. Like for instance that when there was some project that was to come up, I think it was the National Institute of Technology, and I was talking to activists and they said no, the fields are going to get this and low lying land etc. So definitely an NIT. So I said, Papa, NIT is good for our children. This is good for education. This is going to spur the economy. it's going to create jobs. How are you all going to give a solution? I'm asking the activists. How are you going to give a solution to create jobs? And they turn around and say, that's not our business. That is the business of the government.
That cannot be.
This cannot be. This is where I disagree completely with NGOs. NGOs have to, if they say no to this and no to this and no to this, they must come out and say yes to war. Yes to war.
बरोबर.
तुमच्यासारखे बरे ऍक्टिव्हिस्ट जे असतात ते
बरे
बऱ्या कामांक
activist
सपोर्ट
आणि
करता
बरो दोतोर
ओके बट बरो दोतोर आहा त्या बरोबर बरे ऍक्टिव्हिस्ट आहे तुम्ही जे बऱ्या कामांक सपोर्ट करता
मागे मुझे इतलोच मुद्दो हा की ह्यो ज्यो गजाली सांगतात न्ही ह्यो खुबशा एनजीओंची जातात दे गो ऑन एक्स्ट्रीम्स आणि ते इशू ब्लॉक करप पळयता
सामकें.
सॉल्व करपाची गजालीचे काय
आता
उलयना
हांव सांगता,
नेगोशिएशनाकूय तयार
No, the
नासता.
point
It
is-
is today.
no, no, no.
They are not ready for the
Manta,
negotiation
Manta,
with the government.
But the
the
government
point
must
is-
continue to negotiate because it is the government's interest to solve the problem.
But they want to come for the negotiations
Of
at
course,
least.
GBA is trying for 2 years. They'll have not given him. That is one extent. Just I won't
मुगेलो
come back
पॉइंट
to that.
इतलोच मुगेलो पॉइंट इतलोच की जेन्ना हे एनजीओ अशी इश्यूज रेज करतात किंवा एक एक्स्ट्रीम पोझिशन घेतात आणि इश्यूज सॉल्व करपाक दिनात दॅट इज नॉट समथिंग क्रिमिनल.
It is not something
It is not-
criminal.
we
It
are
is
not
not
saying
something
it is a
criminal.
criminal. It is not
You are
something
talking
criminal.
about the criminal aspects of NGOs. Now, criminal aspect खातीर तुमकां दिसना की existing laws are enough to tackle those criminal aspects, where you have to specifically create a law to tackle black and blacklisted NGOs.
कारण हे खंय तरी सरकाराच्या कामान ना जाल्यार ऑब्स्ट्रक्शन येत रावतले कॉमन मनशाक त्रास करीत रावतले खंय तरी ताज्या खातीर एकाच्या खातीर सेपरेट लॉ येवप
Existing laws are not enough.
त्रास
No,
म्हणटा
not
तूं
enough.
कसलो त्रास पळय
ना
तूं
ते
सांग ना.
म्हणतात existing laws are not enough. We need a separate
Separate laws.
separate.
That means what? You're going to hang him upside down. That is going to be the law. At the end of the day, the law is punishment for these people, right? That is what the court has to decide whether it's a frivolous or a vexatious litigation. That's not the job of the assembly or the legislature. So, what kind of law is all that you are going to say is give them more punishment or I don't know. That's why I said hang
There
them
can
in
be
the public
another
square.
thing, very genuinely तांकां समजा जे आसा तांकां जे सहज बेश्टेच गव्हर्नमेंटाचे केसी घालतात किंवा फ्रिवलस
That
कंप्लेन्स
is
घालतात.
scandalous. Go through the normal
नो
procedure.
समजा फाल्यां तांकां दिसलें की आमी एक असो कायदो करतात तातूंतल्यान एक डिटरंट तयार जातलो असले लोकां खातीर की एटलीस्ट वूट सूट गेले कंप्लेनी केल्यो वूट सूट गेले केसी घाल्यो अशें तरी जावचें ना. लेट अस क्रिएट अ डेटरंट म्हणून
Let's see. Let's see.
then you would be opposing them
Perhaps
still.
let's see. No. What I'm trying to say is all these people who are, there is that thing, saglyanche, they just try to think that the whole police force and administration, everybody is corrupt and everybody is a chore and only I'm good. So let me keep on filing cases in court to show that everybody, paint the entire government, whether this is this government, that government, paint it corrupt. I don't know about money and criminality and all the rest of it. But what I'm trying to say is, if you are harassing, if for instance you are harassing an innocent person, make that innocent person come forward. That innocent person also should have the guts to come forward and register a complaint that so and so is harassing me and blackmailing me and pursue with the full force of the law against that.
Before going for his final comments, म्हाका दिसना की इनोसंट मनशाक ब्लॅकमेल करपा जाता असो. ब्लॅकमेल करपाक की तुका त्या मनशा कडेन कितें तरी आसचें पडटा.
ते आसा.
You can't just blackmail anybody
but
just
then,
like that.
But then by this law, what you
Yeah.
are trying to do is you are trying to protect those fellows who are real crooks also, no?
म्हाका एकच गजाल सांगा तुमकां सोंपोवचे पयलीं तुमी एक गोंयकाराक एश्युरन्स दितात की जे जेन्युइनली काम करपी एनजीओस आसात असो एक कायदो येवचो ना जातूंतल्यान सरकाराक विरोध केलो की हांव तुजेर हात घालतां सरकाराक विरोध केलो की हांव तुजेर बचको मारतां असो कायदो करून खंय तरी आवाज दाबपाचो प्रयत्न जावचो ना इतली तरी तुमी एश्युअर करपाक शकतात.
हे नक्कीच आसा की असो खंयचोच कायदो आसचो जेणे करून तो सरकाराक त्रास करता म्हणून ताजेर खंय तरी पनिशमेंट जातले अशें बिलकुल आसचें ना. जे एनजीओ सदोदीत जे गव्हर्मेंटा कडेन ज्या जाग्यार चुकता ते दाखोवन दिता आसत ते मोस्ट वेलकम आसतले की अशा कायद्याच्या दृश्टीन
I hope that the NGOs have the right to criticize also.
Sure,
It's not
sure.
just दाखव.
Why not?
It is- you have to
Why not? They
criticize.
can
You have
come
the
for the
ability to
negotiations
criticize.
also. ते अशा एनजीओ खंयच्याच पद्दतीन त्रास जावचो ना. हे फुल्ली गव्हर्मेंटाच्या सायडींतल्यान म्हाका दिसता ह्या नवीन जो एनजीओ खातीर कायदो काडपाक सोदता गव्हर्मेंट त्या कायद्यांतल्यानूय तसो कांय त्रास जावपा ना.
इतली तुमी
It is
क्लियरली
true.
एश्युअर
Sure.
करता सामकें एश्युअर करता. म्हाका दिसता खूब बरी भासाभास जाल्या सगळे वेगवेगळ्या मुद्द्यांचेर जाल्या की एनजीओ कशे असतात खंय चुकतात आणि त्याच बरोबर सरकार म्हणून आणि चीफ मिनिस्टरान एक स्टेट्समॅन म्हणून कशी ह्या गजाली कडेन पळोवपाची गरज आसा हाजेर जाला. एकच गजाल प्रमोद बाब क्लियरली एश्युअर करतात की सरकाराचेर टिका केली म्हणून तुजेर हात घालपाचे कायदो आमी करचे नात म्हणून म्हाका दिसता की कायदो येतलो आणि एक्चुअली ताजे शब्दान शब्द फ्रेमिंग कशें जातलें तें म्हाका दरेका गोंयकाराक पळोवचें पडटलें.
सद्याक म्हणल्यार आमी कितें जाल्यार ही झगडी जाल्या पळय बिटवीन इस्रायल एंड हमास एंड वी आर
No,
लायक
no,
innocent
no.
civilians here who are getting bombed in the whole damn thing. That's the whole problem.
Nobody is getting bombed. Nobody is getting bombed. इतल्याचेर आमी हांगा रावतात. परत असेंब्ली सेशन स्टार्ट जाता. म्हाका दिसता तुमी दोग जाण आयले इतली बरी मतां मांडली. थँक्स अ लॉट. पळयत रावात प्रुडंट. नमस्कार.